Good evening and welcome to the Channel Studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. Japan has suspended the use of about 1.63 million doses of the Moderna vaccine due to contamination. The Health Ministry said foreign materials were found in some doses of a batch of roughly 560,000 vials. The company which sells and distributes the vaccine in Japan said Moderna had put 3 batches on hold out of an abundance of caution. Russia has reported a record 820 coronavirus-related deaths amid a surge of cases blamed on the Delta variant and the slow rate of vaccinations. The government's coronavirus task force also reported 19,630 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. The new figures bring Russia's total fatalities from COVID-19 to 179,000, the highest toll in Europe. The Ariola fire in Northern California has now burned at least 1,000 acres and prompted evacuation orders near Valetico. Aerial images showed thick, dark plumes of smoke rising into the air as aircrafts dropped water to try and slow the spread. Meanwhile, the South Fire in San Bernardino County has consumed more than 500 acres and destroyed multiple homes. Officials in Ethiopia's Amhara region say fighters from neighbouring Tigray have killed at least 35 people and looted property in the South Gondar zone. Residents of Nefas Melcha town said 30 civilians were killed during days of fighting between the Tigrayans and federal and regional troops supported by local militias. They said government buildings, hospitals, schools, banks and homes were all destroyed. Firefighters in the southeastern Spanish town of Peniscola have rescued a teenager after a building collapsed, trapping at least 2 people. The boy was around 15 years old and had been staying in the 3-story building, which collapsed for unknown reasons. Around 140 firefighters and emergency personnel worked through the night on the recovery operation. They are thought to still be trying to reach one other person in the rubble. US Vice President Kamala Harris has left the Vietnamese capital Hanoi, ending her first official trip to Southeast Asia.
We welcome stiff competition. We do not seek conflict.
In a news conference marking the end of the visit, she said the United States does not seek conflict with Beijing, but they will speak up on important issues. In visits to Singapore and Vietnam, Harris charged China with bullying its Southeast Asian neighbours. Beijing has accused the US of meddling in regional affairs and disrupting peace.
We're going to speak up when there are actions that Beijing takes that threaten the rules-based international order, again, such as activity in the South China Sea. And the issue in particular of freedom of navigation in that regard is a vital issue for this region.
And finally, meet Paris's newest tourist attraction, an amphibious bus. Known as ducks, the buses drive as normal along the city streets, but can then instantly be converted into a river-going pleasure boat. According to its operators, it is the first amphibious vehicle to gain a license to carry tourists on the roads and waterways of Paris. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the Channel Studios in Lagos.